Hey Fit Chicks, so I know I've been stressing the importance of foam rolling and I know you can't always get in before class, so I'm just going to go over some of the basics with you that I would love for you to be doing at home before you come to work out or even in the evening. I would love for you to do it before you work out because it's going to make a huge impact or a huge difference in the way that you work out and the way your movement is. But if not, if you're doing it outside of working out, that's great too. So I'm just going to go through a few of the ones that I like and the ones that I think you should be doing in general. So if you have any lower body issues, if you have any issues with your knees, your hips, your back, your ankles, bottoms of your feet, your calves, anything like that, these are going to be perfect for you, okay? And remember, if you're having an issue with your knee, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's coming from your knee. It could be coming from your IT band, it could be coming from your calves, from the arches of your feet. There's so many different ways or so many different areas that it could be coming from. It's not always coming directly from where that source of tightness or pain is from. So that's why it's good to do the whole entire area. So first I just like to sit on it and just kind of roll on my glutes just back and forth. If I feel anything that's sore or tender or that needs a little more attention, then I will go there. Then I go right into my glute medius. So it's a little tiny muscle. So you're going to take one leg, cross it over, and that is the glute muscle that you want on the foam roller. Then you're just going to roll back and forth all the way to the top of the hip and then roll to the bottom of the glute. So back and forth, and I like to go side to side. Again, if you find something that's tight, so right there a little tight, I'm just going to hang out a little bit, little tiny roll or let it sit on there. When you find something that's tight, you want to make sure that you work it a little bit longer. If you're not feeling anything, roll for a few seconds and move on. So I'm going to go the other side. Same thing. Tip to the side, go a little further, come back, see if I feel anything. Today mine's not so bad. Usually that's where I have to roll quite a bit, but I've been doing it a lot. Next I'm going to move to the hamstrings. So put the foam roller out in front, hands behind, and roll both back. Foot to the back of the knee, all the way to the bottom of the butt cheek. Back and forth, straight on. If you don't feel anything, then move on. So then I do one leg. I'll bend one foot, turn the other foot, turn the toe out away so I get to the outside of that hamstring, roll. If you feel something, make sure you stay there a little bit longer, and then turn the foot in so it's kind of getting that inner thigh right above the knee. Make sure you go all the way to the knee, up as high as you can. Don't just do little tiny rolls, you want to go the full length. Now there's a little bit sore, a little more tight, so I want to stay there. And then I'll move to the next leg, or the other leg. Turn the foot out, roll, and turn that toe in. Again, that's where I'm a little more tight as that inner thigh. That was sore last week. And sometimes that causes me to have pain on the inside of my knee, so I really want to make sure I get that rolled out. And I'll show you another way you can get that too. So if you're not feeling it quite as much there, you can also take the roller. This is a little more intense. You can take the roller and just lay on the outside of it, put the inside of that knee there. Oh yeah, a little bit more there. And roll it again all the way up and stop at the knee. Roll, stop at the knee. Remember, if you do one side, you always want to do the other side. Even if it's not tight, you still want to even things out. So, go the other side. This one's pretty tight. Any knee issues, you always want to make sure that you're checking those muscles around the knee. Alright. So then we're going to move on to the quads. So just like you're going in plank position, you're going to put those knees or those legs right on the foam roller and just pull all the way to the knees, push all the way back to the hips. So all the way to the knees and back to the hips. If it feels good, nothing real tight, go ahead and bend those feet up and roll. It just tightens that quad muscle, allows you to get a little bit deeper. You can also do one leg, so you can cross one leg over if you need it to be a little deeper, but I guarantee you're going to feel it. Then we're going to roll to the outside of one leg. I like to stack my legs because I like it to get it really deep in there, but if it's too much for you, go ahead and support your other leg on the floor and just roll. Again, to the kneecap, all the way to the heel. Go a little more forward, you should feel it a little more to the front of that leg, but you also want to go to the back and side. So you never just want to go in one spot straight up and down. You want to kind of roll that leg around. Now we'll go to the other side. When you come in for a workout, depending on where you're having problems or where you're tight, you don't always have to roll your entire body. Just figure out kind of what's going on in the workout and what things you probably need to loosen up. And feel free to ask me or Bobby or somebody else, you know, what they think you should be focusing on. And just do those. So if you come in 5 minutes and you get your legs rolled out, great. If we're doing a lot of upper body, you're going to want to do that upper body. So then we're going to go to the calves. Last one here. You can also use the hand roller thing that I have. That sometimes is a little bit easier than doing it on the roller, but if that's all you have. So you bend one leg, support it, roll it straight up and down that calf, point that toe, then you're going to turn it out, and then turn it in. Same as we did on that hamstring. And then you go to the other leg, straight up and down, point that toe, turn it in, from the ankle all the way to the knee, and then turn it out. And there is the lower half of the body foam rolling. Important if you're having knee issues, back issues, ankle issues, arch issues, plantar fasciitis, things like that. Roll that part of your body out. And again, if you come in for a workout and we're going to be working a lot of lower body, roll those things out, especially if you're feeling tight. So give it a try and let me know what you think.